We'll talk today about the labor abuse of power using the fact that now it controls the power at all government levels, the federal, the state, and many local governments. And I will give an example. I will give an example of what's happening in at the Cumberland Council, because Cumberland Council is totally controlled by the Labour and totally controlled by the Labour. The Labour know the Cumberland Council at Auburn knows very well that the Minister for Local Government in the New South Wales state, is Labour, and the federal government is Labour. So they think that they are immune. They are immune from any transparency, from anything, and they are acting as uh, the people who has an absolute power. We warned, not only I warned, we warned every political analyst, every activist, every politician on earth warned that one party controls all levels of the government is a danger on the country, and it will plunge the country into dictatorship. And this is what's happening in Australia. From last March 2023, Labour is controlling everything. They control the federal, they control all states except Tasmania, which is insignificant state in Australia, and it controls a lot of local government areas. What's happening since the Labour controlled every state, and soon there is a state there is an election in Tasmania soon, and because of what the Liberal did in Tasmania, there is big chance that the Liberals will lose the state there. So Labour and its coalition of woke parties will control all levels of government in Australia, federal, state, and many of the local governments. Because of this, the Labour thinks that they can get away with their destructive agendas. The destructive agendas that you already seen some of. And what's happening in Australia now is happening even before the Labour is able to pass the more draconian legislations, like the misinformation legislation or the digital ID legislation and other legislations that will give the Labour an absolute power over all of Australians. And what Labour is doing, what is Labour doing now is very dangerous, to the point that for the first time in decades, the Labour had removed the security agencies representatives or bosses from the crucial and important security committee in the Senate, because as your boss had revealed that one of the Labour former member of parliament, was Chinese spy. And this is what you will get if things continue to be like this. I will talk after this. I will talk in Arabic for the Arabic-speaking people, because Cumberland Council has significant Arabic-speaking residents, and we will ask other people from our group to speak in other languages. But I will talk about our experience with Cumberland Council. Cumberland Council, we have a small organization, non-for-profit organization called Social Justice Network. Everyone in the area knows about us. We We did a lot of work. We did a lot of fundraising, the distribution of donations. We did a lot of advocacy. We did a lot of work in defending the democracy, defending freedom against the lockdown, against restrictions, the rights of the migrants, the rights of refugees, and many other issues. Before Labour controlled all levels of the government, because at that time we were active in criticizing the Liberal government and the Liberal policies. The Cumberland Council was in support of our work. They give us a lot of facilities, sometimes for free, free of charge, sometimes at very big discount. We are classified as non-for-profit organizations. We are an organization that don't receive any funding from the government or any funding from anywhere. We are not political party. We are not religious group. We have no assets. We have no big budget. Usually, our work is on voluntary basis. We pay money from our pockets to book halls. We pay money to do things, and a lot of times we collect from each other. We fundraise from our supporters, our members, and the community to help the needy people or to do our activities. So we qualified according to the council policy to category A discount. And category A, and I will read this from the website, the official website of the Cumberland Council. Category A applies to not-for-profit community groups and organizations other than religious worship groups or political parties that conduct meetings or provide services, activities, or events at no cost for the benefit of the local community. Groups or organizations must be local to the Cumberland local area and deliver activities where a majority of the participants are residents of the Cumberland LGA. And we are this group, category A, and we have been treated by the Cumberland Council until the Labour won the last state election. We have been treated as category A, and because we are category A, we got a lot of discount to book halls, local community halls at Cumberland. At Cumberland Council, we were booking halls at the discount, I think at 90% of the discount of the original, of the standard rate, until 14th of April 2023, 3 weeks after Labour won the government. As I said, for the last 10 years, we have been treated by the Cumberland Council as category A group because we are non-for-profit organization. We did not collect any money from anyone. We had a lot of activities, including forums, including information sessions for free information session on people's rights, on the elections, on many other issues. We conducted a lot of meetings and activities to support the refugees, to support migrants and others. We did a lot of activities celebrating the Christmas, celebrating the Eid and the Ramadan. We are not religious group. Otherwise, we will be only allied with one religious group or sect. But we are a secular group, non-for-profit organization. We worked with everyone, and again, we organized activities to celebrate Christmas, Easter, Eid, and Ramadan, and others. And we were always getting the discount of category A at the Cumberland Council. From April last year, 3 weeks after Labour won the election, we lost this category. And suddenly, the council started to consider us category B. Before I said what is category B, I said I need to mention that for the last decade, again, we were in criticizing the Liberals' treatment of refugees, the Liberals' policy on welfare, the Liberal policy on housing, and others. The Cumberland Council, which was always Labour area, they always supported us, considered us category A, give us a lot of discount. Not only this, many times we got halls for free, to organize meetings, rallies, protests against the government, against the Liberal government. We were always supported by the Cumberland Council. And it's only when we declared that the Labour had betrayed this area, the Labour had betrayed our communities, because the Labour stood strongly to lock down people, to enforce restrictions, to enforce mandatory vaccination, to enforce the gender dysphoria madness, to enforce the drug, to enforce the encouragement of abusing the drugs, including cocaine and ice. And the last straw between us and the Labour, when we decided to run in the election last year against the main major parties, but in specific against the Labour, because Labour controls this area. So if we ran in North Sydney, we will criticize the Liberals. But because we decided to run in Auburn and in other in the neighboring areas, we decided we should criticize the sitting member, which is Labour. And then at the same time, we also decided that the voice referendum is a destructive move, and we decided to oppose this referendum. Since then, the Labour Party ordered the Cumberland Council staff to target us. And again, the first time we were targeted was on the April 2023, just after Labour had won all level of election of power in the federal and state in New South Wales and the Cumberland Council, and we were considered category B. We questioned this, and I wrote to the mayor, which is Labour. I said, why we are category B? Category B, according to the council policy, is I will read again. Category B applies to religious worship groups where majority of the members are Cumberland residents, local branches of political parties, groups or organizations that charge minimal fees for providing the activity. We are none of this. We are not political party. We are not a religious group, and we never charge anyone money to participate in our activities, forums, meetings, consultations, and even information sessions and others. So why they decided to do this? I contacted the mayor in writing, and she referred my complaint to somebody in the council, and the lies of the council staff were unbelievable. First of all, they said, because you are conducting an activity to discuss the voice, and this is political issue. I said, it is political issue, but we are not political party, and category B should be a political party. We are not. We are trying to spread awareness about the destructive effect of the voice only, and we will not charge anyone to attend the forum planned then. And then they came up with other things. Okay, you are charged. They asked me, how do you fund your activity? I said, we collect money from each other and to pay for the cost. I said, okay, so you are charging fees. I said, no, we are not charging fees for the attendees. We are collecting money from the organizing committee or from anyone in the group who wants to donate, so that we can be able to fund hiring the hall, getting some food, getting some drinks, and all this equipment. So after that, they said, no, we are not convinced. You are charging. You admitted that you are charging money for members. I said, okay. In the definition of the category B, there is nothing about charging money for members. It's charging money for the community members who want to participate in the activity. We are not charging. We are collecting money. We are from each other, from the members of the organization, so that the event stays free. And they just said, no, it's either you pay at category B rate or else. We are in the power. Do whatever you want. So we needed to pay the money. We paid that money after we made our voice heard to the mayor and to the other members of the council. Recently, we are organizing a gathering, a consultation, because we are in the mid of very crucial time of Australian society, where the labor and degrees are taking us to self-destruction. So what we're saying, we want to invite certain people and consult them, certain people in the community, and consult them about what activities we should do, members of the organization and some friends of the organization, to establish the program for the next year. We are trying to be active in the community. We are trying to benefit the community. We are trying to organize activities. Before we do this, we need to consult. We need to consult our members. We need to consult our supporters. We need to consult our people who might help us in conducting these activities. And again, we were hit with category B rating with a lot of money. It is a lot of money. By the way, the council had increased the rate highly to hire despite the fact that this is one of the areas that is highly disadvantaged area. The area is one of the highest unemployed, has unemployment rate, has under poverty rate, and others. So instead of the Cumberland Council comes and says, well, we will reduce the whole higher rates, so that the non-for-profit organizations can run activities for free or at discounted rate during this crucial time, during this very difficult time. Instead, they increased the rate, and they are considering us as category B. Until now, I did not receive. I wrote to the minister. This time, I told them very clearly, we will not be silent, and enough is enough. Enough is enough, because it is very clear that you are targeting us. And when I talked to them, I said, why you consider us as a category B? Somebody from the council, I talked to 3 people maybe. I talked to somebody called Kay, Kasima, Kerry, and then Patricia. Or they all referred me to Patricia, said Patricia told us this. I said, why you are considering us category B? We are non-for-profit organization. We are registered in the fair trading as non-for-profit organization, and we are non-for-profit organization. We are not making any business out of this. We are not collecting money. We don't have money even. And all what we are saying is we need. We are conducting our activities as a non-for-profit organization. What's happening here? This is a very clear target. They are targeting us. They are singling us because we are the loudest voice against labor in this area. And we are very angry from labor for many reasons. Because labor not only destroyed our economy, they not only destroyed our food security, energy security, they also want to destroy our families. They also want to destroy our the moral values. They are attacking our families. They want to enforce the gender madness on our families. They want to destroy the moral values. They want to distribute now. They want to legalize the cocaine and morphine and all the destructive drugs. This is why labor is singling us out. This is why labor had given orders to the council to treat us very badly, so that we are either we give up on our activities to spread awareness about the evil agenda of the labor, or we will struggle financially. And we were struggling financially, as all millions of Australians. We are struggling the same. But we will not be silent. We will not be silent. And I told them, we will not be silent. We wrote to the Minister for Local Government, and we are waiting to see. We know that he is Labour. We know. But we will take it even further. We wrote to the Mayor, and we wrote to all councillors. And we are consulting now our legal advisor to see what's happening, where we can sue the council, because this is our council. We are ratepayers. I am living here for the last 15 years, and I pay my tax, my rates, and I am here. I and you, we all ratepayers. We should not allow. This is in Cumberland. Somebody asking me, where is this? This is Cumberland, Auburn, Maryland's Guilford, Granville, to the Bendel Hill, Montworthville, and other areas. We will organize soon, very soon, after we get legal advice about how we will defeat this evil. The labor will not prevail, and we will help anyone. We will align, we will cooperate with the evil to get rid of this evil of the labor. I am living in this country for more than 25 years. This is the first time that I was faced with this arrogance that no, we consider you category B. Get lost. It's not. You have no right. You have no right to ask. You have no right to complain. You have no right to get fair and equal treatment. We have the right. We know that council is giving the labor leaning or labor members organizations free access to halls. Not only free access to halls. At many stages, labor were giving grants for organizations that were spreading extremism, They were spreading hate in the community, and we wrote to the minister several times, said these organizations are spreading hate and extremism. You don't need to give them money. You can give money to the other secular organizations or organizations like our organization. We were never successful in getting a grant of even $10,000 from council, while we were doing a lot of work to fight against extremism, to the point that I was attacked physically. I was threatened to be killed. From who? The militia that is related to the Labour Party. Yes, they have militia. Yes, you can believe this. We will not stop until we expose this evil, and we will work very hard, not only here in Queensland, everywhere. We will travel everywhere to expose this evil and get rid of this evil very soon. And people who think that the Labour is doing a good job, I think you already tested what is the Labour doing. You tested how the energy bill doubled, how the housing crisis had turned hundreds of thousands of people into homeless and others. And this is the beginning of the Labour golden era. You will see what's happening. We will need all of you, because we will have this struggle just had begun now, because the Labour had already show us, not only show us, they show us that they can unleash their rabid dogs, like the people who are working in the council, on us, to bite us and to try to scare us and to try to silence us. We will never be silenced, and we will prove this very soon. We are waiting for 1 week. We are waiting from the mayor or from the minister for local government to reply. Otherwise, we will take actions that will be very loud, and we will make Labour pay very heavily for how they are treating us, treating our organization, and treating our community. This community that trusted Labour for 100 years, what they are doing now, they want to spread gender dysphoria. They want to spread cocaine and morphine and ice into the schools and the streets of our peaceful suburbs. We will not allow this. You just wait us, and we will need all of you. We will need all of you. We will announce by the end of the next week. We will meet with you again to tell you what we are trying to organize. بس للمجموعات اجاني ضيوف، بس بدي اخلص بس لازم نحكي كلمتين، لانه حزب العمال كشر على انيابه حقيقه. الوقاحه والوساخه هذا حزب الدعاره، حزب الجندر، حزب الكوكايين، الان مصر على تدمير استراليا على كافه السبل. ومش بس هيك، اي واحد بيعارضه بده يسحقه وبده يسكته باي طريقه، ولن نسمح له، لن نسمح، مش بلد ولا بلد ابوه. وبالانتخابات الماضيه ما جابش حزب العمال 30%، 32% بس، فهو لا يحمل اي شرعيه اصلا لقياده استراليا اصلا. في اي دوله بالعالم حزب العمال لا يحمل شرعيه، ليس له اي شرعيه. ومع هيك الان هو قاعد بحاول يسكت كل المجموعات اللي قاعد بتحكي عن وساخه حزب العمال، ومن ضمنها مجموعتنا. احنا صايرنا من يوم ما فاز حزب العمال بالانتخابات الولايه واستفرد بالولايه والفدرال والبلديات، اطلق كلابه مسعوره حقيقه. موظفي البلديات، موظفي المناطق الثانيه، اطلقها على اي واحد بيحكي ضد حزب العمال. بشهر 4 لاول مره بيعاملونا، مش بس هيك، بشهر 4 من أول مرة بيعاملونا كمجموعة، كحزب سياسي. إحنا مش حزب سياسي، إحنا مجموعة ما عندناش، يعني بيصنفونا كمجموعة non for profit، مش ربحية. كانوا عادة يعطونا قاعات تقريبا ببلاش. لما كنا إحنا ننتقد حزب الأحرار كانوا يعطونا القاعات ببلاش. هسه قاعدين بدهم يدفعونا مئات الدولارات بدون قانون. ودينا لرئيس البلديه وودينا للوزير، ما حدا سامع، لكن لن نسكت. مش بس هيك، يوم الانتخابات حزب العمال مودي واحد من الموظفين البلديه خالفني انا قدام البيت اجت قدام البيت، حط مخالفه على السياره انه كيف انت بتنزل بالانتخابات ضد حزب العمال. طبعا احنا اخذناها للمحكمه وربحنا وسقطناها، والان بيحاولوا انهم يسكتونا باي طريقه بدهم بدكم تدفعوا مصاري الى الى اخره، ومطلقين كلاب مسعوره. هاي حزب العمال كلاب مسعوره، تهديد بالقتل، تهديد والى اخره. لن نسكت. احنا الان ننتظر انه انا كاتب ل وزير الشؤون البلديه انه هناك فساد في البلديه، هناك فساد. انا مواطن زي اي مواطن اخر، احنا جمعيتنا زي اي جمعيه ثانيه، عاملونا زيهم. احنا كاتيجوري هم بتعاملون كاتيجوري، احنا كاتيجوري. طبعا حزب العمال وميليشياته من المتطرفين اللي بينتموا لداعش والنصره بيقبضوا من حزب العمال مصاري. ولما كتبنا له للوزير قلنا له كيف بتعطوا مصاري لهذه المجموعات المتطرفه لنشر التطرف، واحنا مجموعتنا لم تستطع ان تحصل على اي دعم من اي حكومه من الحكومات، بالرغم من انه احنا كنا خلال 10 سنوات الوحيدين اللي واقفين ضد التطرف بهذا المنطقه، وتعرضنا للايذاء والضرب والاهانه والتهديد والى اخره. مصاري الدوله وين بتروح؟ لجماعات داعش والنصره باستراليا. واحنا ولا الان ومش بس بدهم مش يعطونا مصاري ويدعمونا، قاعدين بيحاربوا فينا. طبعا احنا الان في عندنا محامي، والمحامي قاعد بيشتغل على القضيه اللي راح نرفعها. يعني اذا لم يستجب حزب العمال ويرتدع ويتراجع، احنا كاتبين للوزير العمالي ورئيس البلديه العماليه انه تراجعوا، والا نحن في امام انتخابات بشهر 9. في انتخابات في هذه البلديه، سنفضحهم من هنا لشهر 9 فقط. سنعريهم بالكامل وسنفضحهم من 10 سنين لحد الان، وكيف دعموا داعش وكيف لسه بدعموا داعش والنصره بهذه المنطقه. يا سيدنا احنا سنحتاج الجميع الاسبوع اللي جاي بعد ان نلتقي بالمحامي ونستمع شو بده يقول لنا الوزير وشو بده تقول لنا رئيسة البلديه. سنعلن الخطوات التاليه، وقد يكون من ضمنها قضيه ضد البلديه. ولن نسمح لكلاب حزب العمال المسعوره في البلديات وفي المناطق الثانيه ان تنهش بهذه البلد. لن نسمح، لانه وصلنا على مرحله خطيره جدا، مرحله مش بس دمروا البزنس ودمروا الاقتصاد وشحنوا الناس وحولوا الناس بيناموا بالشوارع ومش لاقين بيت يسكنوا. مش بس هيك، بدهم يدمروا الاخلاق ويدمروا العائلات ويجيبوا الجندر ويوزعوا المخدرات والكوكايين والايس بالشوارع. ولن نسمح، وسنحتاجكم جميعكم من اجل ايقاف هذا المد الشيطاني، هذه المنظمه الشيطانيه، هذا الحزب الشيطاني. سنعمل على اخراجه من كل استراليا. طبعا هو الان بيقول انا مسيطر على كل الولايات والفدرال. كل الاستطلاعات الرأي بتقول اذا حدثت الانتخابات الان سيسحق حزب العمال سحق، ولن يبقى في اي سلطه في اي ولايه. وهي ولايه كوينزلاند واضحه. ولايه كوينزلاند حزب العمال خسر اكثر من 50% من شعبيته، بدل ما يجيب 70% جاب 32% بس بالمقاعد اللي هي آمنة عنده، وخسر مقعدين من المقاعد الآمنة. وهذه بس لسه هاي بسموها التيب اوف ايسبرغ، يعني بس رأس الجبل الجليدي اللي بده يذوب. وسنعمل على تعرية حزب العمال على كل الصعد، وصولا إلى التخلص من هذه الوساخات، مش بس بالبلدية، في كل أستراليا. يعطيكم العافية ونراكم عن قريب.